Jana Fariss and her husband, baseball great Monty Fariss, were looking to expand their Oklahoma City-based family real estate business by joining forces with another group of investors. When some of the company's accounting figures became suspicious, they began asking questions. Soon, they found themselves locked out of the company that they owned 30% of. Listen to their story now of how they overcame a tragic circumstance in a tragic year and founded the Fariss Alliance, dedicated to helping others in small business.
We were looking for growth and opportunity when we had joined forces with these business people and felt like that it was a good fit, that they offered strengths and some additional capital for us to continue to grow our portfolio. So we put predominantly most all of our assets into a partnership.
Well, it's been very difficult. When Jen and I first contemplated doing this, we had a portfolio that brought in between $7,000 and $8,000 a month positive cash flow. We put that into the company with the understanding of getting a return through the brokerage, and that would be how we would get our compensation.
We had signed some documents, just some operating agreement, and giving our business partner, he ended up manipulating us into getting full control where he had the majority. That gave him the right to make any kind of decisions that he would choose to make.
We started asking for financial documentation and records and quarterly reporting, as was promised in the beginning with the agreements that we had signed, and that quarterly reporting to be accurate and reliable. We found pretty large discrepancies in that. I was just going through some of that today, and they haven't been able to explain the reporting and accounting that we've been provided.
We're gathering information and fact-finding and realizing that this is a thing and it happens. This needed to be, like a divorce. We don't want to be in partnership with you. You don't want to be in partnership with us. Let's separate, give us back what we brought to the table. We're not asking for profitability. We just want our assets back, what we worked so hard to get, we want back and deserve to have that back. We have done nothing wrong. We've just been taken over. I wouldn't even say it's a dispute because I didn't know we were in any dispute. I went in this with pure and good intentions to scale a business, and come to find out we were misrepresented on what was going to be put into the company. We were told we were pari passu, shoulder to shoulder. We're all putting assets in. We're all going in this, at the same. We'll come to find out that was misrepresented. Far from the truth. We have way more at stake than anybody else in this company. It was all paperwork, an operating agreement, and a takeover. And now we are without our assets, our cash flow, and this hit us in February when the pandemic hit. We had zero money. They withheld paying us what was owed to us for months and months, and we were writing it out. They set us up and locked us out.
We've found more people than I would have expected this has happened to. Certainly, a lot of times it's in a deal that's gone bad, a bad business deal, where it's not profitable. That is not the case in this situation. What Jan and I brought to the table here has been very profitable as far as equity boosting and, certainly future revenues has been very successful. That is the difference that I find a lot of times in deals like this, because once things start going south, the people in control of the checkbook usually don't worry about the people that don't have control of the checkbook.
There's profitability reports and a very significant productivity of what Monty and I did while we were there. And to this day, we still don't have books or records to a business that we have ownership interest in, and we're being completely ignored. They're ignoring us because they're enjoying our cash flow and our property and saying, sue us. And we know what suing means. It means hundreds of thousands of dollars in attorney fees and a long, lengthy fight and all of our assets being tied up for potentially years. To me, that is a tactic that is used in small businesses, and I think that we need to change the law and have something to protecting people like Monty and I that have been majorly harmed.
I think it's something that small business, it needs to be addressed at the government level. Things need to be put in place where this can't be used to run somebody out of rope. My wife calls it used as a tactic. That's exactly what it is. It's being used to get them in, draw them out, and eventually they just decided to settle and we'll go on down the road. I've tried to be very clear with my message to everyone involved that we don't go down the road. We've actually offered to just step away from the last 18 months of work that we've put into it. That hasn't seemed to be anything that they're interested in. And we're trying to get our message out. And the more we talk to people, talked to a banker just yesterday, the more we talk to people about our situation and what has happened here, we find that it's very common. There are a lot of stories out there of this type of behavior.
FarissAlliance.org. Well, that was Monty's idea, and he just said, we've been trying to resolve this matter professionally, with the best of our ability without being, controversial or unprofessional. He wanted to form this alliance to bring awareness, but the alliance is to share our story, and I want to lobby for change, and I want to hear other stories and people that may need help and support that have been harmed or devastated or whatever the situation may be. I want to use what's happened to us to help others. We vow to do that. We also can help with hearing people's stories and maybe offering some things, of do's and don'ts in small business. Small business takes the brunt of the hits in America. We have it the hardest. We don't have the big laws behind us like big business, is regulated. Small business, you can see our devastation when I say, well, what can we do? What do we do? There's not a lot of options. You're just kind of out there. And our choice was the high road. Our choice was to continue to keep our faith and our strength and stick together. We have survived and gotten stronger and continue to keep our values to the end. And that's what will win, and truth always, always prevails. We have our website, FarissAlliance.org. It speaks of our story. It gives you an email and a phone number, which is on the website. So go to the website, read our story, get involved, reach out, give me a call. Let me hear from you. Let me hear your story. Let me hear how we can help you.
Go to FarissAlliance.org now and join the conversation that could help you save your small business. That's FarissAlliance.org.